Shalom, shalom, this Yael from GMS Savannah, Georgia, come with another lesson. But first and foremost, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, the Kapradash, double
I give
honor to the
album count.
apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, which rule well and teach well, and to the Ark and preachers 100% truth and sincerity, reverence their lives and freedom to do so. And salutation to the hopeful elect. But today's little quick lesson I'm going into is with these rappers and singers and anybody that's got fame and glory here in Babylon the Great. You just look at these people. Yeah, it says right here where Kodak Black stopped by Walmart and instantly started lifting the mood of all the employees. Yeah, this is what Kodak Black does. But see, these are 2/3 right here in the world, And like I say, we on the highways and hedges, trying to warn our people. And people, they instantly get right here where it says it instantly started lifting the mood of all the people, of the mood of all of the employees. This Kodak Black ain't gonna help you when this Jacob Trouble really, really gets kicked in. He ain't gonna have no answers. And he surely ain't gonna be studying y'all 2/3. We probably gonna try to be escaped to somewhere, to some bunker somewhere. But we on the highways and hedges, and people will not stop and listen to what we got to say. Other than the heathens, they'll stop. Believe it or not, they will stop. Because the heathens, they look at that 12 tribes of Israel chart, and they sit there and try to see. They don't see themselves on there. A lot of times, they'll look on there, look up and down, and they don't see themselves on there. They leave. And then somebody asks, well, where's, I don't see white people here. And we had to break it down to them. But you just look at these 2/3, man, they love simplicity of these people that's around the world, these celebrities, man. And like I say, sooner or later, they going to be in survival mode themselves. Trying to hide and get away from how crazy Jacob Trouble gonna be, But we on the highways and hedges to lift our people's spirits up, to warn our people. They're having to repent and call on the name Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. But it's just straight madness.
I took off the counter for you now. I give album counter for you. I took off the counter for you now. I give album counter for you. I took off the counter for you now. I give album counter for you. I took off the counter for you now.
Yeah, it's just straight madness, man. We're going to start off right here with Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. And like I say, all these entertainers and celebrities, man. They the one that caused our people to be destroyed. They are the ones that got out here and listened to these celebrities pushing the juicy juice and everything else, man. And what happened to a lot of our people, man, the blacks, you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you were destroyed. Following these celebrities, man. And like I say, these celebrities have been compromised, man. But you people, y'all love them to death, man. You 2/3. But when it comes to the Hebrew Israelites out here trying to warn our people, y'all scoff on us and become scoffers. Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Satan's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that's a lot of our 2/3 of our people, man, are Satan's children, man. You know, they don't want to hear, you know, something that condemns them to where they need to repent, man. And like I say, they have no knowledge, you know. And a lot of our, you know, the 2/3 want to stay. They want to stay wicked, you know, here in Babylon the Great, man. But they shall be destroyed because they won't repent. Sirach 13:23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he saith. They extol it to the cloud. But if they poor man speaks, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumbles, they will help to overthrow him. And that's what it is. Everybody want to listen to the rich man. They don't want to listen to the prophets because they see us as the bombs. You know, that's what a lot of these cats were calling, you know, the members of Great Millstone, the bombs. You know? But it's all good, though. You know? You know, you going to get a judgment from that, man, calling us bombs and everything else that you was doing. You know? But that's just our 2/3 of our people, man. You know, they like to listen to the rich men, man. You know, these celebrities. You know, and they don't want to hear what we have to say. But like I say, man, we just go out on the highways and hedges to warn our people, man. Hopefully, you know, we can, you know, find some sheep, man, that'll hear the word and wake up and repent and come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? But like I say, with these celebrities, man, our people are just through, man. Mentally through. You know, that's all they want to listen to, these celebrities, man. And these people been compromised. You know, and just like these other camps been compromised. You know? But like I say, man, with us in Jacob's trouble, it's beautiful. Because like I say, now that things are speeding up, we're gonna see how much scoffing is going to be going on, you know, as time, you know, speeds up, man, going into February. We're going to see how many scoffers are going to continue to scoff, man, when hell break loose out here in these streets. And, you know, and these prophecies start to come to light more and more and more every day, you know. You know, we're gonna see. You know, once that famine of word comes, y'all screwed. Y'all screwed, man. They didn't want to listen to us. Didn't want to repent. You know. Hey, it's you finished now. Everything we was trying to tell y'all on the highways and hedges was time sensitive. But a lot of our people didn't want to listen to it. So hey, you're gonna be on your own. Stuck like Chuck out here in Babylon the Great. And we just gonna sit back and watch the movie develop. You know? We can't wait. You know, when that time comes. But I hope this is edifying to the hopeful sheep, the lamb, Kwan Yasharala, the water, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. On to the next lesson. Shalom.